six figures.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Gerardo Ibarra, and I am the founder of Six Figures, along with my partner Javier, who you'll be hearing from later on in this training. Okay, so one more time, I want to congratulate you for taking action, for wanting more out of life, for wanting something different. You see, uh, what you're about to learn in this training, this mindset training, is gonna leave you mind blown. Okay, I'm gonna show you the real truth, okay, and how I was able to change my life through this program. Okay, so let's start. So your journey starts here. Okay, I want for you to cut off all distractions. That means your TV, turn it off. If you have a cell phone around you, put it on silent. If you have children around you, if someone else can take care of the kids throughout this training, that'll be lovely. So like that, you can be laser focused. Okay. I want for you to go through each step in detail, as you know, every single detail is important, right? Watch all the videos. Do not skip through the videos, skim through them. Just watch the whole thing, right? And here's the good news. Okay, you have a huge advantage I never had. Okay, and that's guidance, which is a step-by-step training that we have for you, and also a mentor. Okay, someone who's already been through this, who's been through the process. Uh, I've been doing this for 4 years. I've learned a lot of things, and what I'm gonna do, okay, is I'm gonna get you from 0 to 100 really fast. Okay, you're gonna learn everything that took me months, that took me years to learn in this very single training. All right, so the very first topic I want to talk about is this is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, the very number one mistake people do is they want results now. They have the what they call the fast food mentality. Everything now, success now, money now. You know, they want everything right now, and that doesn't happen. It rarely happens. Okay, so your first weeks are all about learning. Really, that's really your very first weeks. You shouldn't focus so much on getting sales, making money. You want to learn the ins and outs of the business in full. Okay, you see, you have to know your company, you have to know what you're offering before you're able to sell it, right? So, uh, I made $0 my first month. I'm being serious, right? I made $0, and not only that, but I struggled for months. Okay, but I didn't give up. Okay, I kept going. I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna keep trying, trying, and trying. I saw, people having success, and I said, why not me? Okay, what makes me different from them? What are they doing that I'm not doing? And I went to work. I did my homework. I, did a lot of trial and errors until I found the formula, until I found what works, right? The next point, you don't want to compare your chapter 1 to someone else chapter 20. Okay, that happens a lot. People come into this business, they see me or they see other leaders making, having huge weeks. In other words, making 3 to 5 thousand, 7,000 a week, and then they see that and they're like, "Ha, I can't even make one sale or two." In other words, and they get discouraged and they quit, right? And that happens a lot, guys, because they have the fast food mentality. They want everything now in this very instant, and that's really what messes you up, right? A very perfect example I can give you is Doctors and lawyers, they go to school for years, just so they can become a professional. It's like having, for example, a doctor making surgeries or operating people in his first week of med school. You can't do that. It's just you can't, you just can't. You're gonna end up killing the person, right? If you don't know what you're doing. So you gotta trust the process, okay? Hear me out. Trust the process. Listen, I know that we all want to make money by next week. Who doesn't, right? We all want to make money fast. I don't blame you. But trust me on this one. Okay, think of attorneys, think of lawyers, how they have to get prepared before they start making a six-figure income. Before they start, lawyers, before they can stand in front of a judge and, be a lawyer, a professional lawyer, right? On to the next slide. What is six figures? Okay, if you're wondering what is six figures, or why is our group name Six Figures? You see, 4 years ago, when I first got started in this business, my goal was to become a six-figure earner. Okay, six figures is a number that is 6 digits long. So you would have to start with $100,000 and up to $999,000 in yearly income. So when you hear somebody say, hey, Joe is a six-figure earner, that means that he makes anywhere from $100,000 to $999,000 per year. Okay, and the reason why that specific term, six figures, is very important is because that's really when your life starts changing. That's really when you start experiencing time freedom and financial freedom. What do I mean by time freedom? In simple words, to be able to do what you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want. That's really what time freedom is. And you can't experience that if you're still working, for example. Why? Because you have to show up somewhere Monday morning. Otherwise, you get written up. They can probably fire you. I'm not sure, right? But you can't have time freedom if you're stuck. Okay? When you become a six-figure earner, you start experiencing changes in your zip code. Okay? I'll say that one more time in case you missed it. You start experiencing changes in your zip code. What do you mean by that, Gerardo? If you're moving homes, you're upgrading apartments, you're buying a house, you're moving zip codes. That's what I mean by you start changing your zip code, right? Car upgrades, right? Who doesn't want to drive that nice car, right? Um, Better education for your kids and travel more, right? And let me go back quickly to that better education for your kids. When when you're making a good income, you get to put your kids, your children into better schools. Um, when I was in high school, I attended school in a not so good neighborhood. It was actually a real bad neighborhood where I grew up, and I was ranked on my senior year or junior year. I was ranked 125th. I'm sorry, I was ranked 25 out of my whole, I guess you can say, class in academics, meaning that I was at the top of the class. And that year, we ended up moving. I went to another school, a better neighborhood, and my rank went from, I was ranked 25 in my old school, and I went to this new school. I was ranked like 125, 150. And what does that tell you? That tells you that better neighborhoods, they have higher standards, right? It's obvious. So now I was competing with smarter kids, and I felt like, man, I'm not so smart after all, right? From 25 to 125. So that's what I mean, that you get to put your kids, your children in better schools, the best of the best, right? So this is the, the type of benefits that you get when you really, when you become a six-figure earner. That's really when, changes start happening. And of course, travel more, right? So we'll move on here. A little bit more about my story. Okay, I want for you to, really, just understand how it's past possible. Okay, I have no college degree. I went to college for a few semesters, and then I simply couldn't afford it. And also, I was studying for petroleum engineering, which the only reason why I was studying for petroleum engineering is because I heard they make big bucks. And I said, you know what, if they make big bucks, I want to do that. But I really have no passion for the oil industry. I really have no passion about gas or learning about any of that. I was just doing it because I heard they make good money. And, the real truth is that I had no passion for it. So what's going to happen? I'm broke. I didn't have money to pay for my school. And I'm not passionate about it. So what am I going to do? I just stopped going. I stopped going because I didn't have the money. I don't even, like I said, I don't have a passion for it. I don't even like it so much. So therefore, you're going to end up quitting. And that just doesn't apply to the example that I just gave you. It applies to anything in life. If you have no passion for it, then and you hate it and you don't want to do it, then you're never going to be good at it. You're never going to, you're never going to progress in that situation, right? I used to work at Popeye's Chicken, making minimum wage. I used to do it all. I used to cook. I used to be a cashier. I used to sweep, mop, everything. Okay. My very first month in this business, I made $0. Zero. Okay. I struggled for months and I didn't give up. Plain and simple. I didn't quit. I did not give up. And that's why I'm here, right? I had no mentor, meaning that when I joined, I was simply told, hey, you're in, welcome. Now you can start advertising. And I'm like lost, like, okay, like how should I do it? And and really that's what happened. And I had to learn everything that you're gonna be learning today, as you progress through this training, by trial and error, by testing, 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 and testing until I found what works, right? For the last 4 years, I've been able to generate a six-figure income through MCA. Going back to that last slide, that means anywhere from 100,000 to 999,000 yearly income. So I've been able to do that for 4 years in a row with MCA. Since I have more time freedom now, and I don't have to be anywhere on Monday morning, I don't have to ask for vacation days anymore. The last 2 summers, I have traveled a lot. I've been to over 20 countries. I can start with Amsterdam. I mean, that's in the Netherlands. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to France, specifically in Paris. I've been to Spain. I've been to Madrid. I've been to Ibiza. I've been to Italy. I've been to Rome and Venice and in Italy. I've been to Dubai, right? I've been to what else? Hong Kong. I've been to China. I've been to Tokyo, which is in Japan. And I'm probably missing a few more countries that I didn't mention. But you can go through my Facebook so you can check out those pictures. And it's amazing, guys. Listen, there's so much stuff for you to see out there. There's so much stuff out there, guys. Life is not meant for you to be, to be lived in one place. Sometimes, we're stuck in our town, we're stuck in our city, and that's all we know. But traveling is, it's really special. It's something that everyone should do, and I want for you to travel. I want for you to be able to experience that. Okay, Six Figures is the largest team in Motor Club of America. We offer the best training, and therefore we duplicate at a very fast pace, and that's why we're the best in this business. All right, so hey, I'm glad to have you on board. I'm glad that you decided to take action. I'm glad that you wanted something different for you and your family, and you're gonna be learning, through this training, everything that you need to know to be successful. Okay, I want for you to trust the process. I want for you to believe in yourself. I want for you to know that it's past possible. Okay, this is the end of the first video of the mindset training, and I'll see you on the next video.